Warm greeting to all. This session we are going to discuss problem on flange coupling, a protective and unprotective type. So the problem is design a cast iron protective type flange coupling to transmit 15 kilowatt at 900 rpm from an electric motor to a compressor. The service factor may be assumed as 1.35. The following permissible stresses may be assumed. The shear stress for shaft, bolt and key material is 40 megapascal. Crushing stress for bolt and key is 80 megapascal. Shear stress for cast iron is 8 megapascal. Draw a neat sketch of the coupling. So this is a question for protective type flange coupling. So your given data is P equal to 15 kilowatt and N equal to 900 rpm. Service factor is 1.35 and the shear stress for shaft, bolt and key is 40 megapascal and crushing stress for bolt and key is 80 megapascal and shear stress for cast iron is 8 megapascal. So it's the protective type flange coupling. You have to design and you have to draw a diagram. So first you have to identify the design of hub. So design of hub, we know torque equation, that is T equal to P into 60 divided by 2 pi n, which is equal to substitute the power and speed, we will get the torque 159.13 Newton meter. So therefore the maximum torque transmitted by the shaft, so the maximum torque we have to calculate. The service factor is given, that is 1.35. the maximum torque which is equal to 1.35 into 159.13, that is already found torque T mean, so which is equal to 215 into 10 power 3 Newton mm. So we know that the torque transmitted by the shaft T equal to, so the torque equation T equal to pi by 16 tau d cube. From this equation we can calculate the diameter of the shaft. So the diameter is d equal to 35 mm. So this is a standard diameter of the shaft. So we know the outer diameter of the hub. So we know the relationship between capital D and small d. So capital D equal to 2d, which is equal to 70 mm. Length of the hub L equal to 1.5 d into, which is equal to 52.5 mm. So this relationship already we know, so we can easily find out capital D and capital L. Then check the induced stress, shear stress for the hub material, which is cast iron. So capital T equal to pi by 16 tau c d power 4, capital D power 4 minus small d power 4 divided by capital D. So if we substitute the values of capital D, small d, we can easily find out the shear stress of the hub tau c, which is equal to 3.4 megapascal. Since the induced shear stress for the hub material is less than the permissible value 8 megapascal, therefore the design is safe. So the given allowable permissible stress in the question is 8 megapascal, but induced is 3.4, so the design is safe. Then design of key. So based on the diameter of the shaft 35 mm, we can take the value of width and thickness of the key from the design data book, T which is equal to W which is equal to 12 mm. So here the length of the key small l, which is equal to capital L. Already we found the capital in the previous design step, and capital L is 52.5 mm. Let us now check the induced stress in the key by considering shearing and crushing. So T equal to L into W into tau k into d by 2. So if you substitute the values of small l, W, d, we know the value of tau k, that is shear stress for key. So it is 19.5 megapascal. Consider the key in crushing. We know that the maximum torque transmitted T max, so T equal to L into T by 2 sigma Ck into D by 2. If we substitute the value of T, L, D, we know the value of sigma C. We found the value of sigma C. The sigma C is 39 megapascal. Since the induced shear and crushing stress in the key are less than the permissible, therefore the design is safe. So design of flange. The thickness of flange TF is given as 0.5 D. So the relationship is given, that is TF equal to 0.5 D. So we will get TF equal to 17.5 mm. Now check the induced shearing stress in the flange by considering flange at the junction on the hub is in shear. So T equal to pi capital D square divided by 2 into tau C into TF. If we substitute D, capital D value and TF value, we found the value of tau C, which is equal to 1.6 megapascal. Since the induced shear stress in the flange is less than 8 megapascal, therefore the design of flange is safe. Then the last step is design for bolt. So I have to find out the bolt dimension. So let D1 equal to nominal diameter of the bolt based on the diameter of the shaft 35 mm. Therefore let us take the number of bolts required for the flanges n equal to 3. The pitch circle diameter of the bolt, the relationship is capital D1, which is equal to 3D. So we found the value of 105 mm, and the bolt are subjected to shear stress due to the torque transmitted. We know that the maximum torque transmitted T max, which is equal to pi by 4 D1 square tau B into N into capital D1 divided by 2. If we substitute the value of small d1, capital D1 and N, we will get the value of D. So D1, which is equal to 6.6 mm. Assuming coarse thread, the nearest standard size of bolt is M8. So the maximum diameter we can take of bolt diameter is metric thread of 8, M8. The outer diameter of the flange, capital D2 equal to 4D, that is relation available in the supplementary data book. So you can find the value of D2 equal to 140 mm. The thickness of the protective circumferential flange TP equal to 0.25 D, which is equal to 10 mm. So after calculating all the values, so you have to draw a diagram and you have to show the dimensions of the flange coupling. So draw the diagram and mention the dimension in protective type flange coupling. Small d equal to 35 mm, capital D equal to 70 mm, D1 equal to 105 mm, D2 equal to 140 mm, capital L equal to 52.5 mm, TF equal to 17.5 mm and TP equal to 10 mm. So here TF and TP, so this is, we call it as protective type. It is protection for the bolt and nuts, that is TP. So this is protective type flange coupling. In unprotective type, the design procedure for the problem will be similar. In unprotective type, we no need to find out the TP value. So it is unprotective type, there is no projection for the bolt and nut, protective type. So that is the difference between protective and unprotective type. So the remaining procedure and all similar. Try one more problem on this. Thank you. The remaining topics we'll discuss in the next class.